All rise for the Honorable Judge Matthew Freiler.
Penn State Sports Court is in session. This weekend, Penn State football heads to the Big House, riding back-to-back wins, one over Indiana on the road, and the most recent one against ranked Iowa in Beaver Stadium. But a tough challenge awaits, as the Nittany Lions will take on Jim Harbaugh's Michigan Wolverines, who are hot currently, top 5, riding a 7-game win streak. Do the Nittany Lions stand a chance in this one at all? Counselor Johnston brings a case to this court, stating not only will Michigan get a victory over Penn State, but they'll do so in convincing fashion. Counselor, state your case.
Thank you, Your Honor. Michigan, without a doubt, is winning this game by more than 10 points. Pass rusher Chase Winovich has been getting to the quarterback and getting past the offensive lines of all different types of Big Ten teams this year. And not only that, but defensive coordinator Don Brown has even said that last year's Penn State game has gotten to him. They're going to come. They have a top-ranked defense, only allowing 3.71 yards per play, tops in the NCAA. There's no way that Penn State's offense is going to surpass Michigan in this game. There's no way Michigan's losing.
Counselor Destin, your counter to this argument?
Thank you, Your Honor. I think what we have to take into account is that with this Penn State team, both their losses have been by a combined 5 points to teams in Ohio State and Michigan State that are very highly thought of in this conference. And on top of that, we have to look at Trace McSorley. Yes, his play this season has been somewhat mercurial, but he's also rushed for 617 yards, which is good for 8th in the Big Ten overall. And that
Objection. Just because of that, let's put it this way. Last time these two teams faced off in the Big House, Michigan trounced them 49-10. And in 2016, that team looked a lot
I'd like to have
similar.
that stricken from the record. These are two different teams, Counselor Johnson. Just keep
Your
that in
Honor,
mind.
just because they're two different teams, Penn State is still a little unexperienced. They are facing a well-established Michigan team. And on top of that, Jim Harbaugh has it in for Penn State.
Counselor Destin, go ahead and finish your argument.
Thank you, Your Honor. In addition to that, with Trace McSorley's 617 yards in mind, we have to understand that Michigan, against the only other legitimate team this year, had a quarterback in Brandon Wimbush who did pose a significant running threat. And Wimbush isn't even starting for Notre Dame now, as we've seen the emergence of Ian Book, and yet Michigan was not able to stop a Notre Dame rushing attack led by what is now a backup quarterback. So if I'm Michigan, I have to be fearful about McSorley, a quarterback coming in who does possess the ability to run the ball very well. In addition to that, KJ Hamler is 3rd in the Big Ten in yards per catch. He's going to pose a significant threat on the outside and in the slot that Michigan has not yet seen this far in the season.
All right, I'm going to make a ruling here. I like the point about KJ Hamler. He's a Michigan guy. This could be a big game for him. I also like that you talk about Trace McSorley. He's been a game changer this year. He's carrying a lot of the load, though. Counselor Johnston, I do like your points about Chase Winovich. The guy's an absolute animal. He's done a lot this year for Michigan's defense. #1 defense in the country. He made a good point, 3.71 yards per play. But after seeing these last 2 games, I'm going to have to rule with Counselor Destin here.
I object.
And there's just a certain amount of faith that you have to have in a team that was actually able to close a game out against Iowa. If they get in a close one like this again, I think Ricky Ronnie has developed some understanding of what to do in this situation. They closed out against Iowa. And it really depends if Trace McSorley's 100%.
Let's put it this way. Every single game Penn State has had this year, whether it's been ranked or unranked, they have stooped to their opponent's level. Michigan's better. They haven't shown that they're willing to be better than their opponents. Only winning by 5 against Indiana and stuff? No way. And besides that, Michigan is undefeated in the Big House this year. They're going to bring it big. And on top of that, Michigan's outscored their Big Ten opponents this year 177-68. There's no way Penn State stands
They haven't played anybody the caliber of Penn State, though.
Just because they haven't played anybody the caliber of Penn State doesn't mean nothing.
I'm sorry, Counselor Johnston, but I'm going to have to rule against you on this one, like I said. And Penn State Sports Court is now dismissed. We'll have to see what happens in the Big House on Saturday.